What do you feel is the most urgent problem today facing law enforcement?
In my own personal opinion, the most important part in facing law enforcement officers are facing is the possibility of fentanyl. We encounter all kinds of drugs and of no telling what has been placed in it, what could be placed in it. The amount of fentanyl that could be possibly injure one of our officers or one of our canine partners in this in the job, that is my main concern, and then I'd like to beef up awareness on that.
Mr. Giles?
I think right now the main concern facing law enforcement is budgeting. Having enough officers to do the job, having the proper resources for us to be able to go out and do what we need to do. And that goes back to the judges having the budgeting as well in order to have the services where we can get people help that they need. Once we get them help and get them clear, we can start cutting down some of this and we won't have as big a problem as we've got. But it's all about budgeting, getting the money before somebody gets hurt.
The biggest problem that we're facing is the opioid epidemic. It's not a problem just in Macon County or North Carolina, it's a national issue. We've also got the problem of having to deal with it, and the resources to deal with it. That goes from law enforcement to the mental health to the judges to everybody. It's been a burden on everybody. 5 years ago, we didn't have but about 40, on an average of 40 to 50 inmates a day in our facility. In the last 5 years, we've seen it blow up to the population that it is now, and it's a direct result of the opioid epidemic. And so we've got to come up with a way to address that, and unfortunately, it's going to take funding, it's going to take money to be able to address that. And money is the root of all evils. That's where it all comes down to. And money to be able to get the correct amount of rehab centers. You know, I don't want my jail full of addicts, but the unfortunate truth goes that unless that individual wants help, and unless there's resources available to that help, then I have no other choice. If you're going to break into somebody's house tonight to feed your addiction, and we catch you, I'm not taking you to a rehab center. I'm taking you to jail. And hopefully, in a couple of weeks, 3-4 weeks, it generally takes, the professionals tell us, it takes about 30 days for them to get everything out of their system. Hopefully they'll realize that they need the help and they'll start asking it. And that's why we have our jail program, because, you know, our goal is not to throw everybody in jail, but our goal is to keep everybody safe. And we're going to do that as much as possible. And I'm sorry that your family member's a drug addict. And I want to get them the help that I can possibly get them. But in the meantime, until they want that help, I've got a place for them. And that's going to keep my community safe.